Hi, everyone. I'm Miriam Cutelis, and today is Wednesday, April 1st, and we are going to start our daily spirit reading. I'm going to take a moment to connect. We seek sacred guidance, open our hearts and minds to a higher influence. Imagine before us a direct radiant link to our conscious mind, to our higher selves, our spirit, and all the divine forces of the universe. May the sacred connection now speak through these cards, and may the messages we receive be clear, truthful, and aligned with the highest good. And so it is. All right. I'm going to share my cards. Oops. I think I need to pull back a teeny bit. There we go. And as you all know, I do Akashic readings. I do spirit readings. I also am part of a group of amazing ladies called the Akashic Circle of Light, in which we do group readings. So if you're interested in that, my information is in the description section. All right, let's pull out. And as you all know, I do this once a day. And if you want to get my videos in your feed, if you want to get my videos in your feed daily, just remember to follow and like the video, and you will get more. All right. Which one is calling me this morning? Okay, here we go. Wow. All right. There we go. I'm trying to pull back enough so that we can get a good sense of what the cards are. And I'm going to tune in. All right. Gifts. There is a general overriding guidance that's coming through about gifts and about tuning into our gifts and allowing our gifts to be released. The light bulb is giving more specific guidance in terms of our gifts, and it's letting us know that oftentimes our gifts come through or open up through inspired ideas. So we might be in the car, we might be in the forest, we might be just on a weekend when we're sleeping in, and that moment before we wake up. All those are states in which our thinking analytical mind is a little bit to the side, allowing the connection with infinite intelligence or higher self to be more pronounced. So the guidance here is that our gifts are to be revealed via the inspirational action. And Amanda Francis calls it inspired action, inspired action. So when you know it's inspired action because every single part of you all of this sudden feels very strongly that this is the a step you need to take in this very specific direction. So that is how you know that it's inspired action. Now, the inspired action, what we're getting here is that inspired action is connected to it's connected to our gifts, and it is the way in which our gifts open. And this is an open eye, and I am getting a very strong sense that this is about our third eye. So Okay, there's so many things that come through. Sometimes I don't know which one to choose. So I'm going to choose the first one. First one is that when we get inspired action, it's like a lifeline. We get a hint, a tip, maybe a book falls out of a shelf. Um, but again, that feeling that we get is one of complete alignment and feeling sure that this is the route to take. And that is one example of how our third eye is becoming open or we becoming awake, becoming awake. Okay. The next one is that we ourselves are plant these gifts. And I'm almost getting like a vision of a video game and how like you're moving along the video game and then there's like a little gem and you grab it and then you keep moving forward and there's another gem and you grab it. And that is the vision I'm getting with this reading, that the gifts are placed by us, our higher selves, to be opened at specific times. So it's so important that when we feel that inspired action, that we take action, that we move forward, that we make that call, or that we apply or send that email, whatever that inspired action might be. It's so important that we take it, because that is how we are going to be led to the gift that we ourselves, prior to being born, planted for ourselves. Um, and we carefully, what I'm also seeing is that these gifts are carefully placed in the right order, like in order of like, let's say more difficulty, or allowing you to see more and more and more. And this reminds me of Dolores Cannon in when she was describing all her books, and how a convoluted universe one was a certain level of opening, and then two more, and then three, and then as she progresses, she was getting more and more information. So what I'm getting from this reading is that um, it's like you rise to the occasion, and then that allows for the next gift to be released. It doesn't just all happen at one time. Yeah, it doesn't all, like, you don't just all of a sudden one day wake up and are like an inspired higher being, that it is forever expanding. It's a forever expanding vision that is being revealed to you, and that the only way to actually continue to wake up is to always act on that inspired action that is being placed before you. And I'm putting a question out there about any more guidance in terms of how we follow that inspired action, and what does it feel like in our bodies. So again, I'm getting the answer of complete alignment and like complete security that this is it, that that that's an inspired action, because there will be zero doubts, and it almost feels painful not to follow the inspired action that you were given, or that were revealed to you during those specific times. And again, you're not going to have an inspired action revealed to you when you are busy buying groceries. It's going to be revealed to you when you allow that snow globe of your mind to settle, which is why it's so important to take time for yourself alone, whatever that may be. Again, it doesn't have to be meditation. Some of us are not very keen to sitting for any amount of time, but maybe walking, and definitely walking in nature. Find that nature trail in your own personal neighborhood and just, immerse yourself in it and allow that snow globe of your mind to settle and allow the wisdom that's already within you to rise to the surface um and feed you. And I'm actually getting a correction here. It's not feed you, it's actually drop in. You actually like you actually connect. So this is higher self and this is you. And as you clear out the clutter, you're able to make that connection. And once you make that connection, you have an um, access to the vault. That's like the word that's coming through, but you actually have a connection to higher intelligence, to um, what Florence Scovel Shinn calls the superconscious, which is like the like the realm of information um, of that connects all of us. And so that is a beautiful reading. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am about this reading and how much wisdom and layers of wisdom that was able to come through these very simple cards. I also want you to look at these cards and gather what other information you're able to pull from them. What does it mean to you? Obviously, my because I have people listening, there's going to be a more of a general sort of approach to these cards. But I want you to know that you yourself can take a screenshot of these cards and while you're driving or while you're taking a hike or while you're meditating, tune in to what other information is in here for you. Like what gifts specifically are in the future for you. What is the next inspired action? Again, you don't have to know the end. You don't have to know that in 10 years from now you're going to own a company and make multi-million dollars. That's not your job right now. Your job is just the next inspired action. Again, in the words of Frances from Rich SFUCK, she's an author, Amanda Frances, forgot her name, but in the words of her book, she talks about what is just the next thing. What is the next thing? You don't have to worry about all the preceding acts that come after. You just need to go to the next rung on that ladder. And what is that? Interestingly, the ladder came in yesterday's reading, right? Anyway, so that is a beautiful reading. And thank you so much for listening. And as you all know, I do this every single day. And if you want to get guidance from Spirit, beautiful guidance, by the way, all the guidance I'm giving is just to help you with the next step. And 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 if you walk away from it and absorb it, it actually gives you so much comfort knowing that Spirit was able to speak to all of us in one reading. So anyway, let's just close the reading. We always close the reading. It's so important to show gratitude for the wisdom that we just received. We offer heartfelt thanks for the luminous connection between our conscious awareness and higher self, my spirit, and loving divine forces of the universe. Our spirit, sorry. Thank you for speaking through the cards and illuminating our path. May the healing frequencies, insights, and truths activated here continue to unfold across time and space. And may hidden layers within this reading rise to awareness and reveal themselves in divine timing. This connection remains alive within us, and we seal this reading in gratitude and light. All right. All right, guys. I want to thank you so much. And I do have a question for my listeners. What is your next inspired action? Um, what is it? Is it illustrating that book? Hmm? Is it making that phone call? Googling all the places you could show your art. What is it? Is it sharing your writing? What is your next rung on that ladder? I'm very curious. All right, see you tomorrow.